North Korea has expanded its list of crimes punishable by death, further entrenching its authoritarian grip, according to reports. Kim Jong Un's regime increased the number of offenses warranting execution from 11 to 16, citing revisions in the country's criminal law. Among the newly added crimes are anti-state propaganda, the illegal manufacturing of weapons, and their illicit use. These additions follow a series of amendments made between May 2022 and December 2023. The move marks an ominous escalation of the regime's already brutal system of control, observers warn, raising concerns about the deepening repression within the hermit state. North Korea's use of the death penalty has long been shrouded in secrecy, making it difficult to determine the full scope of the executions. Defectors' accounts, however, paint a grim picture of widespread harsh punishments. Rights groups have persistently criticized the regime, citing frequent abuses despite the near-total information blackout from the isolated nation. In 2020, Kim's regime introduced another draconian measure, sentencing citizens to death for consuming South Korean media, which it labels counter-revolutionary. The state also punishes other behaviors deemed reactionary, including wearing blue jeans or white wedding dresses, both seen as symbols of foreign influence. Outside the death penalty, North Koreans face other severe consequences for dissent or even perceived disloyalty, such as imprisonment in labor camps and forced re-education. Meanwhile, the expansion of these laws arrives at a time when the regime is escalating its weapons program. Earlier this month, Kim Jong Un reiterated North Korea's intention to bolster its nuclear capabilities during a state event marking the country's 76th anniversary. In a chilling address, Kim noted that the nuclear capabilities of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, DPRK, must be perfected to ensure the nation's security. The remarks, aimed squarely at the United States, suggested that North Korea sees its nuclear arsenal as essential to counteracting growing pressure from Washington and its allies.
The DPRK will steadily strengthen its nuclear force, capable of fully coping with any threatening acts imposed by its nuclear-armed rival states, and redouble its measures and efforts to make all the armed forces of the state, including the nuclear force, fully ready for combat.
The 14th Supreme People's Assembly enshrined nuclear development as a constitutional right last year, further cementing North Korea's unyielding stance. For the U.S., this signals a worsening of already fraught relations with Pyongyang, as the regime moves to fortify its nuclear ambitions in defiance of international sanctions and diplomatic efforts.